Welcome to Daytona Beach, Florida, brand new location for leg 2 of the Injustice Pro Series Season 2 CEO Fighting Game Championships. I am Katana Prime, joined by my boy,
Darth Arma. We are so excited here, and we know we're going to have so many top-tier matchups ready. And not only that, but this venue is absolutely incredible. We're going to have stage entrances. We're going to have a very special MC on the mic just guiding us through everything.
Absolutely, and a collection of players who have all achieved the saltiest 9th places of all time as you look at everything that coincides with making it here. Surprise, surprise, Sonic Fox in losers. Big Twitty trying to run it back. The combo breaker champion and the IPS season points leader looking to secure another championship. But before we get to the rest of everyone else, we're going to throw it to Joshua Gray as an introduction.
Oh, yeah.
Swag.
Hello, CEO 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to witness the top 8 Injustice 2 players ready to fight for a $10,000 prize bonus and the coveted IPS points to make it to the finals later this year. I know that guy's excited. I know these 8 players are excited. So everybody watching around the world and everybody here at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, are you ready? Let us introduce our first contenders. This will be a best of 5 matchup from the winner's side of the bracket. Our first player, from Newcastle, Indiana, your Combo Breaker 2018 champion, Noble Twitty! And his opponent, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, your versus fighting champion, Beast Coast Biohazard!
okay?
Yeah.
You okay?
I think so.
Honeybie's a little winded here. He's
my hair, you know, I thought the humidity got me, but, you know, Joshua Gray took those shades off and did that wink, and, you know, I just kind of lost it, got a little flustered. But to the ring and back to the action, it is Twitty coming through winners, basically 3-0ing everybody, but having a heartfelt competition against Gurr, very emotional, down to the last hit set, showing that he has the poise and the resolve to fight from behind. You know, Gurr being up there 2-1 as we take a look at the bracket here, and just staying poised, not faltering, and playing the style of game that makes his opponents flustered and frustrated, heavy zoning.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the game plan here with Twitty. And Twitty is, I feel like he's been playing the game way more than pretty much anyone, really taking the time to study everything, get as many games as possible, and it's showing what a lot of hard work and dedication can get you. And this is the combo breaker champion of this year, and Biohazard has a really tough opponent ahead of himself, but Biohazard no slouch himself. You know, just always a contender, always in the discussion of one of the best players.
Yeah, you talk about consistency. This is nothing more than a repeat of combo breaker. Both of these men making top 8, holding down the position at the top of the leaderboards of the IPS currently, and looking to solidify those spots even more. Only 5 events. 3 more to go in the online portion, but we're going to get right into the match. It's going to be Dr. Fate against Starfire as the base kicks in on that meter burn glyph. Twitty pushing Biohazard to full screen.
There's a lot of discussion about this matchup. You know, these are 2 zoners going at it, but, you know, which one is, you know, has a better presence at full screen, which one can really implement their gameplay.
All right. Positioning with the orbs. Twitty trying to keep Biohazard in the same spot, activates the character power, gets that dark magic, enhanced damage on all of his projectiles, and the properties change.
Trying to get something going here, but, you know, Twitty's just being so resilient to just mindlessly going in. He's being very patient and just letting Biohazard hang himself right now, or never mind, we had the name flipped around. Biohazard going with Dr. Fate in this situation.
Oh, well, just like he got bodied, we got bodied on the name switch, running it back. It seems he is the one in control, and again, the failed air dash, that back to such an amazing vertical hitbox from the top of the sky to the bottom of the ground, projectiles galore. Who needs a combo when you can get the job done with the specials? Little anti-caught on the anti-air, keeping it safe. And again, just trading punches, trying to play the respectable game as we get into the clash here. Starfire, last-ditch effort here is going to spend 2 bars and regain 25%.
Dr. Fate right back to just plan A, just keep zoning, keep taking these trades because you have such a life lead that it's okay, you can do it. And, you know, Biohazard really needs to get something going here. Hits him with the overhead, trying to apply some more pressure, but gets hit by that wake-up attack.
And luckily for Twitty, doesn't take any more, Biohazard doesn't take any more damage as we just try to figure it out piece by piece as we go along. Meter burn orb on the screen to halt all forward progress. And we're unlocking trophies. Bonus points, I don't know if they count towards IPS, but it looks good on paper. Meter burn orbs to the face, and Twitty, gonna guess, is gonna strike first blood as we get mixed up harder than the men actually playing the game here.
And Biohazard going to character select screen. We've known Biohazard for a long time. We know that he's one of those players, you know, talented enough to feel comfortable in so many different skins, in so many different characters. And, you know, I almost feel like he never doesn't feel at home in his portfolio of characters.
Oh, looking a little lost as we hover around the character select screen, trying to figure it out. Going back to Starfire again, Justice 2, a game where in the second year the meta is definitely shown to everyone at the top level having, you know, that sick roster of characters to complement the bad matchups. You will have to dig in that bag and go there, as you know you so far. But now jump 3, a little more offensive for the start this time for Twitty with Dr. Fate, looking to protect those guys. And running right into the 1-1. Plus frames on the meter burn glyph. Again, the properties changing while the character power is active. And Biohazard having an extremely hard time working his way in.
Twitty's was just so good at the start of both of these matches, really just kind of forcing Biohazard to make his way in. When you're running away with a lead, you're okay. You're fine with this. At this moment, Twitty wants to trade as much as possible, and Biohazard wants to be the aggressor, and that's when, you know, Twitty needs to kind of figure out when he's going to be striking and how to counter it perfectly.
All right, there's a character power denying the meter burn usage, but again, all trades working in Dr. Fate's favor right now. Great backdash to avoid that anti-air attempt. Oh man, so rough. Finally getting his way in, running out of real estate as Twitty's back is to the wall. And it wouldn't be Injustice without handy interactables on deck, right?
Yeah, why not? Just throw them.
All right, more patience for both of these men. Not quite looking to launch in with that 4-2. Tweety consistently in a crouching position, looking to react. But that time got caught pressing the button. Cross up now. First full combo. Not quite. 2 bars of the air escape and then interruption.
And the challenge there, and you know, that's Tweety showing you how much he knows about not only his own character that he's playing right here, but the character that Biohazard is currently playing. He knows all about Starfire. He knows where all our holes and gaps are.
And the down 2 on the challenge, looking for the high attack on the follow-up. Biohazard in trouble once again, forced to use his clash before Tweety's even on his second life bar, but again, with full meter, able to take advantage. 2 bars back, a healthy 25%, and still has some meter to get the job done here. Yikes. All right, getting the Onks out, forcing him to maneuver by dashing over that orb, and Tweety just in control.
And this is a bad look here for Biohazard. He's got a huge mountain to climb here, and Tweety's life lead is just going right into these orbs. Meter burning it to keep it in place, air escaping as a last resort here, and so Biohazard is down 2-0. Tweety taking this a lot more convincingly than it was in a combo breaker in top 8. That one was a slugfest back and forth. It came down to a Starfire mirror, if I remember correctly. And
all right, Biohazard digging in that bag. Won't quite see the Bane just yet, but it will be the blackest of mantas looking to stab his way into more games in this set. Tweety, quick 2-0, very dominant, very decisive. And wow, looking more offensive there for the sweep. Big anticipation, early reads, and a denial of the float. Yeah, Tweety firing on all cylinders now.
Look at all that chip damage here, and Tweety reading him like a book here, anti-airing him out of the sky, and just putting those orbs right in front of him. He's just trying to find his way in. You've got to be feeling frustrated if you're a Biohazard right now.
And that is about as a hood perfect as it gets. This is looking kind of no entry at the door, if you know what I'm talking about. As Biohazard tries to figure it out, gets his first set of offense there, but again, sweet. Tweety, such immaculate spacing here in this matchup. Back 2 challenges, Glyph to keep it safe. No whiff punish there. It's been all Tweety so far.
Oh, just not close enough to get under those projectiles here as Tweety takes advantage, throwing him here.
Yeah, and this is just too much, too good. Throws the wheelchair, but I think the only handicapped person in this matchup is Biohazard. His offense can't really get going so far. I love the idea to try to escape, but double whiff punish, very easy to figure out, and it's going to need a little bit more than a miracle and become a real master on the spot, because this is looking all but over as Fate fills the screen with orbs once again.
And Tweety's just doing a great job of just blocking everything, and oh my god, the whiff punish here! Just smacking him right in his dome, back and forth, and, you know, Biohazard, again, here we go. The whiff punish, can it get started here? Dragging him all the way to the corner.
Right, looking for the bounce cancel to keep it plus, and the challenge on the float once again from Tweety, back to full screen, and Black Manta's running out of time now. Full dash, no attempt on the whiff punish, but right back at you, and Tweety is going to secure a spot and winners finals of the entire tournament. The champion carrying on that spirit and showing that dedication to practice the hard work and the consistency that it takes to, you know, him to possibly win the whole thing. Tweety did say that this is not season 1, and he is set out to prove that every match he does. See, it's season 2.
It's season 2. Hey. It's season 2. Everyone knows it. Tweety knows it. Let's just see if everyone else in the top 8 knows it. And, you know, and it's just, I mean, we're at a loss.
Listen, man, I'm just lounging, bro, because that's how it felt to watch that. Like, Tweety's like, okay, you're now watching a master at work. This is how you play Dr. Fate. This is optimal. This is whiff punishing. This is extremely smart zoning, especially with his orb placement. One of the slower ones, big block stun, and it gets your opponent jumping. Then he knows when it is to stop. He's just too good. I mean, he's actually too good right now.
He's too good. And even in that Black Mana matchup, I felt like Biohazard was just trying to use those you know, those long-range highs, those long-range mids, and Tweety was just stopping it, and it was almost, he was just perfectly anticipating it or almost reacting to everything, every single button Biohazard just was even thinking of. Tweety knew he was going to press the button before Biohazard even knew.
Yeah, we talked matchups.
Pure dominance.
We didn't see the Bane at all, so going into it, you already know that I have to go in the bag. So that's already a huge leg up for Tweety. Yeah. And he just rolled through. But we're going to kick it back to Joshua Gray as we prepare to get into our next match.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a best of 5 on the other side of the winner's bracket. please welcome, from the Dominican Republic, your Combo Breaker 2018 runner-up, D.R. Gross. Our next challenger is from Tampa, Florida. The runner-up of the Injustice 2 Pro Series Finals, Noble Semij.
All right, this is really hard for me. We are in the land of the sunshine. Florida boys, I wear it on my chest, on my body every single day, everywhere I go. But unfortunately, this is the mark of the greats. You eventually have to run into each other. And Gross and Semij are definitely Florida's best players, no question. One of these men are going to solidify a spot in winners final to try to defend the house as we watch the miracle, amazing run of White Boy to take it all home. These guys trying to defend the house. I like the little Latino flavor Gross had, though, just a little bit more.
I mean, it just talks about him a little bit. He wants to let everyone know, that's why he rocks DR in his name. He's very proud of where he comes from.
Facts.
And he should be, absolutely. And, he's going up against Semij, maybe a player not as, a player who everyone refers to as the machine.
Okay.
He's just the machine. He's, he's all about business. He's just here to win, and you always see that about him. And I feel like this is going to be a tough opponent for Gross. This is rough.
Don't doubt Gross sitting next to me. Are you crazy? You out of your mind? This man is a god, all right? He is going to figure it out one way or the other. And if he doesn't, then Semij will take it, and it's all good because Florida needs to win at the end of the day. And that's not supposed to be biased, but I don't care. So what's up? Either way, both of these men coming off extremely strong performances. Semij actually sending Sonic Fox down into the loser's bracket here, where we'll see him later. And Gross fighting through, making another winner's just kind of dominant performance after switching to Black Adam most recently. It's like, I want to win. The end. That's the bottom line for the man. So he does what he has to do, coupled with his great reads and his what we like to call mashing of the down two.
That is
he knows
trademark.
That people can't quite figure it out. He's great with that normal, and you'll be sure to see a lot of it, both in anti-air situations and up close. Getting into a button check here.
Yeah, so on the way here, both of these players beating incredible players.
Yes.
Gross taking it over Honeybee, Semij taking it over in a 5-game set over Sonic Fox. Honeybee and Sonic Fox actually both fought their way out of losers, so that just kind of tells you how tough the path was for both of these individuals here. And I am expecting to see a very close match.
Yeah, you look at the entirety of the path. You're talking about just the previous matches. You look at these pools, it was kind of ridiculous. Gross had to go through Coach Steve. He had to go through Compros. He had to go through Infinity, who we saw make it out. Slayer was in that pool. It was just kind of ridiculous up and down every way it goes. And Semij with the same path. You have to deal with the fear of the late registrants. And being seated high doesn't necessarily mean that your path is going to be easier. Just separates you from the other guys who have, played just as well. But man, fighting off that momentum from Combo Breaker and carrying it here into the summer as we head into Finality next week. Whether or not everybody shows is going to be rough. So again, trying to get as much points as they can. A lot of patience to open things up, and not sure if Gross was attempting an anti-air there, but he gets opened up by that jump to hard knockdown into the corner, and this is where Semij puts in work.
Great tech throw by Gross, just kind of reacted to it, saw it coming a mile away, and said he's trying to get another one here, but Gross says no, not this time.
Wake up neutral jump like a god because he knew 485 damage on that. And great patience with punishing that down one from Gross is Samij. So we take it back to the corner, whip, stay down, throw tech right on point.
He's awake, but Samij is still, at the advantage right here. Gets that first round, still has a good chunk of that gray health still remaining.
That was an extended lick on that, mid-round sequence. I'm not sure I've seen it go that long before as he escapes his way after the trait cancel and the plus frames and big-time whips from both of these men. Gross finally securing the punish on that cat dash.
Here we go, Gross slamming him down right on the ground here. What's going to be the move? He decides to back off. That's just showing that he's a very patient player, very level-headed right now, not letting his emotions get the best of him. The down two, shoving it right down Catwoman's throat as Gross takes that round.
Really weird sequence there. Great interruption from Samij on the lightning hand cancel, but doesn't get the continuance on the string or cancel into a special, maybe an input error. Maybe he just wasn't ready. Either way, he picks things up here in the second life bar. And Gross having to clash early, a very popular choice, amongst high-level players.
And Samij trying to, nullify that health regain here with his own bar.
All right, plus frames and the chase down on the back dash. Instant adaptation in the can is Gross as he plays the patient game now. Down two on command. To the corner we go. Wow, spins the bar, but a little weak on the gravity, so doesn't get the continuation. But how about a dive kick for your troubles?
Samij is in a bad spot here. He just walks up, hits him with a low, meter burning the cat dash to extend it, and what a great side switch here. Gross finding himself in the corner, and this is a very dangerous spot against Samij. This Catwoman means business.
And great pickup, but no, a juggle error, and Gross a second chance at life. We know that's all it takes. How he'll play this class, we don't know. One bar apiece, still has his trait for cancel. Chip damage territory. Oh wow, the dive kick to escape. Scary stuff now in that back two. Such a fast advancing normal from Catwoman, one of the better tools in her overall arsenal. Gross knowing he couldn't take anything on block in that situation, looking to jump out, but Samij pulls the trigger before he can get away. He's going to go up 1-0.
So Gross going, went to character select screen, staying on Black Adam though, possibly just, looking for a stage switch or just a little moment to breathe and really, take that in and understand what he did wrong. But that was a very close match. Definitely shouldn't feel discouraged and definitely shouldn't think about going anywhere else.
All right, but we couldn't see it, but I heard the crack of that whip, air to air. Samij opening up with the offense. There's the overhead, plus frames or hard knockdown. Take your choice.
There we go. He had enough of that. Gave him the lightning hands back. Looking for something here and just gets hit by that staggered low. Samij gonna make this hurt. Gonna be enough to take this round, and Gross not looking like he's in a good spot right now.
Yeah, losing the majority of the health and combos to that low starter. Gross not watching the ground as much as you would like to in the air-to-air against Samij with fantastic spacing here, not allowing Gross a chance to breathe. You will stay in this corner and you will like it. Plus frames, continue the offense.
Samij is just building so much bar, waiting for Gross to jump out, and there's the clash here. Gross is pretty much a last resort here. Gonna spend probably 2 bars to get 25% back and possibly make something happen. Definitely don't count him out just yet.
Yeah, and baited there. Gross looking to avoid the interactable, getting right into that down two, and a far cry from the first game, and Samij just seemingly turned on the turbo charge and just running away with game 2.
Yeah, and right here at this point, Samij knows that he doesn't even need to open Gross up. He just needs to complete a certain amount of strings, and it really will just chip him out.
All right, double kicks, drops it into the plus frames. Lightning hands for the check, but again, Samij, life lead, interactable assistance. And Gross is running out of time.
Meter burn back 3, really tough to see that one come in here, and Gross changing the stage, probably sick and tired of that interactable in the corner. So let's see what fate gives him.
That was actually like super funny. Gross there was just down warning away like 3 or 4 times, and Samij was like, nah, I'm sick of this. Meter burn back to me to get under the scratch to the face. Just so vicious in the character select screen. Chill, you're already up 2-0.
Begin.
Looking for the Palpatine here, and neutral jumping that throw attempt, or that fake throw attempt. A nice shimmy here in Justice.
All right, this time Gross watching the leg successfully, and Samij not watching his head. Now it's his turn to go into the corner. Let's see what Gross has learned from the time he spent there trying to rehabilitate gameplay-wise.
Well, Although it is a corner, it does have an interactable to make for an easy escape here by Samij. Using the background bounce to kind of extend the combo. A little bit of a drop here, and the delay wake up does mess up his timing. Smart stuff by Gross.
All right, plus frames now, no challenge into the overhead interactable. Wake up lightning cage, why not? Build a little meter, I guess, and Samij back two. Easy with punish. Now 1 round away from advancing to face Twitty in the winners finals, but Gross, let's see what he has to say about that. Wow, that was slow. He charged that.
Hitting him with the meter burn low lightning here, but Samij shaking it off completely. Didn't even phase him as he continues his onslaught here. Pushing Gross a little bit closer to the corner. Now Gross is using a power character, so he can't use the interactive the same way, so he just foot dives out of there.
All right, and we're gonna talk about the decision. Gross elected to take the entirety of the full damage in that combo, keeping his clash. Now he does have the meter advantage, and he's able to get that second life bar, and here comes the EX dive kick.
And he just comes out swinging here. This one's gonna hurt. It's gonna be just a few more hits here.
And delay wake ups, so no invincibility, and just gets back to death. No really usage of the meter there, no push blocks. Samij didn't give him another chance to clash, none of it. And what seemed like it could have went anyway turns into a swift 3-0 for Samij, where he will meet his teammate in the winners finals. Gross still very much alive, but the path infinitely harder as we march towards the title belt here at CEO and the huge chunk of those IPS points.
And can I have some props for calling that one out?
No. What? You're not getting props from me in Florida. Are you crazy? What? No. Maybe another match.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break. And so everyone just sit right there. Don't go anywhere. It's a very, very quick ad. Right? It's quick.
Still
Always
not
quick.
giving you props during the break.
All right.
Okay, you get props for that actually being a quick break. Like, that was the real esports hours here at CEO as we return to Daytona Beach. Beautiful, perfect location. Just arenas with the guys. And before we get into the next match, once again, the host with the absolute most, Mr. Joshua Gray.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a best of 5. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Please welcome, from Towns End, Delaware, your Injustice 2 Pro Series reigning champion, Echo Fox Sonic Fox.
The takeover is happening. The takeover is happening.
Yes, this is the takeover.
Oh my God, it is happening. The day of reckoning is among us. Sonic Fox has now turned us all, the entirety of the scene. What's your secret? How do you win? You become a furry. Miguel, hold me.
I mean, you can't argue with results here. He is the most dominating fighting game player in all of existence here. This is Sonic Fox. This is the man that everyone is afraid of. Doesn't matter if you're playing
I'm definitely not afraid of that. Are you kidding
me? You're afraid of it. If you have to sit down next to him in tournament while he's wearing this fursuit, you are afraid. You are afraid for your tournament life.
I'm not good enough to get the Sonic Fox. Anyway, the hat is off and the controller is equipped as the young man from Delaware. Such a great interest. Let's get it back to Joshua Gray.
The challenger, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, your EVO 2017 runner-up, all hail the Flash Lord God, Beast Coast Honeybee!
That's Flash God Lord, but we love Josh. Oh my God, look at this man. Now,
He's
they
vlogging.
did say that he was the runner-up at EVO, but by my account, I heard that Honeybee actually won EVO, the only man who got second place, but somehow took home the W. Enjoying it, loving it up, the young kid from Toronto, the Flash God Lord. Look at that mug, he's so cute. And it's all business. Once those legs get into the ring, he looks at his opponent, Sonic Fox. He's been here time and time again. No stranger to the big stage. And, okay, the helmet is kind of intimidating to play next to it. I concede. All right, these men getting into it. Does Sonic have like a communication?